Hello, this is Greg Gals from Green Greg's coming to you on the 31st of August 21. Time on deck 13:40 hours Central Daylight Time. And right now it is raining. This is the remnant of Hurricane Ida. And I'm coming to you from my swamp. Right in the middle of it. In fact, I'm standing on a board. And it's almost flooded over. See the water there. So, Hurricane Ida so far has cost, we know of, 4 lives. That toll could go up. There was an old, I say old, I'm an old man. There was a 60-year-old young gentleman who had a tree fall in his house. And there was a somebody trying to drive through the flooded waters. And we always tell you guys don't do that, but always somebody's got to do it, and well, it cost them. So these are things y'all got to watch out for. I'm just going to walk out here and find a place to shine my light where you can see. So far everything here is okay. We got a lot of water, as you can see, my ditch here. But what's not okay is Louisiana. You got over 1 million customers out without power in Louisiana. That means businesses and homes. Now the bulk of that will be homes. In each home, I don't know what the average people per home is, but you can bet there are over 2 million people without power in Louisiana. And it's something on the order of 50,000 customers without power in the state of Mississippi. Now there's 2,000 miles of power lines down. The skid is really bad out here right now. 2,000 miles of power lines down right now in the area of high power, high voltage transmission lines. These are the tall metal towers you see that stand up way up in there, not the wooden poles. And there's a whole lot of wooden poles that are gone too. So we don't know what, how many of them are missing. But they estimate it's going to take something on the order of a month to get the power restored to the guys there in Louisiana. That's a whole lot of power damage. And that's quite a Herculean feat. But they're able to accomplish that because they got bucket trucks coming from all over the country to help them out, like we did here when we had our tornadoes back in April 2011. Man, those bucket trucks, man, the mosquitoes are thick as hair on dogs back in here. But anyway, the bucket trucks were really a lifesaver for us. But if everybody in the country had that problem, you wouldn't be getting people coming from other places. They got to be taking care of their own. Fortunately, these kind of catastrophes do take out the transmission lines, but not the big high voltage transformers. That's a good thing. That's where what we worry about losing in an EMP or solar coronal mass ejection, and damage to those would take 18 months to repair at best. That's how long it usually takes to get one on your loading dock after you order it, if all the infrastructure is working right and you can in fact order it and receive it and install it, which in a nation-wide power grid outage actually wouldn't be the case. So I bring you part of this story just as part of my Eyes Wide Open, my Head on a Swivel series. And guys, one of your preps should be mosquito spray. They're eating me up, but you know, I got it, but I didn't put any on. So I'm only gonna be out here for a couple minutes, just taking a quick break from work. To bring you the rest of the story as the remnants of Ida are in here. And we're just getting nothing but light rain now. We've had some heavy rain, and my rain gauge is up to about 3 inches now. Almost, it's like 2.9. Now I might have left a little water, but I think I emptied that before all this rain started. So, yeah, we don't have it near as bad as some people. We didn't have high winds, we didn't have bad storms. There were storms as far north as Nashville, over in Atlanta, and the various other areas, but it just didn't hit us hard here in my area, thank goodness. So, yeah, this might make it, the harvest might be delayed a little bit until the ground dries out, but it's about time for harvest to begin. I see another tree leaning. I got another tree problem. This is what you got to worry about with these storms, is trees. I got one right there leaning toward my house, and I got a tarp on top of my house right now from roof damage from a previous tree that hit me. I decided to put that tarp up there before all this rain came. Let's check this tree out. That's a little one. Sure is. Well, it's part of a bigger tree, but it's leaning more than it used to. I figured out a way to get that down. Check that out, guys. Part of that bigger tree, but she's got more lean on it than she had. All right, so 1 million customers without power. it'll take them a month to get power again. This is why you need to prepare, guys. This is what I talk about. These things happen. This is just your regular run-of-the-mill catastrophe. This isn't a, you know, your major whole nation goes down event. Hopefully we don't see that, but as you know, with the sun acting up, and I probably might need to do a story about that tonight. With the sun acting up, that's entirely possible. With all the military tensions in the world right now, particularly especially between us and China, North Korea, Iran, that's entirely possible. We could get a major event like that. We could take down our whole power grid for good, for all intents and purposes. If you don't believe that, go back and check my other videos on the topic. A lot of people come here and they comment on my videos, and it's the only one they've ever seen. They all fit together hand in glove. So be sure you watch my other videos, guys, and you'll get a better gauge of what could be happening in that area. Now, this area's a mess right now. Big mess here. A lot needs to be cleaned up. Guys, I've been crippled for several months because of my auto accident. I'm just getting back engaged here, but got my hands full. I got to move around, keep the skeeters from eating me. I'm not staying in one spot. All right, so real quickly, 2,000 miles of high voltage power lines, the big towers, are down. That's enough to stretch all the way across the country. 1 million customers out of power. That's probably a couple million or more people, because that's the numbers of homes and businesses in Louisiana. New Orleans, completely out of power. 911 services are down. See, that's a real problem. If you run into a problem, like if you had a medical emergency, you might not be able to get help. That could cost you your life. Hopefully you know first aid or have people around you that do, especially if you are known to be susceptible of having issues. Of course, you never know. I just lost a young guy that used to work for me. He was only 21. No, he was 26. He had a brain embolism. Now, I don't think anything could have saved him, but you know, brain aneurysm, excuse me. I don't think anything could have saved him. In any event, these are the kind of things you got to watch out for. You got to be careful out there. Don't be driving through the water. These trees are always a hazard when you get a lot of rain and wind. Look, this thing came ashore as a Cat 4 hurricane. Actually, the winds were 150 miles an hour, 157 miles an hour when they hit shore, wiping mosquitoes off my face. It was, the eye was, I believe, 11 miles, 11 or 15, I forgot exactly, miles wide, and it had a wind wrapping around at 150 miles an hour for a few miles outside of that. So it's quite a wide storm, guys. Left a wide path of destruction. A lot of homes destroyed, and they're out there rescuing people right now. And so what they got is activated. Governor John Bell Edwards activated 4,900 guard units with over 200 vehicles that could tread into deep water, and they had something like 100. They had 70 boats and 30 helicopters and so forth like that, and rescue teams. They're going around trying to rescue people right now from the area, and the death toll may go up. They expect to go up some, and there could be people put in harm's way just because they can't get 911 service. So it's not as bad as Katrina in terms of lives lost, but in terms of the hit on the power grid, it's worse. This came ashore as a stronger storm, but this also shows us the inadequacies of a lot of the aspects of our grid, the older structures, and so forth. But then again, it's just vulnerable in general. I'm catching mosquitoes like everything. Anyway, I better get back in and get back to my day job. I just want to give you guys an update. I thought there's no better time to do that than when Ida was sitting on top of me, at least the last bit of it. You see, it's actually raining right now. I'm standing in the rain, and I'm accustomed to that. There's my Rose of Sharon bush. Check that out, guys. Now, these are edible flowers, guys. You can make syrup from them. I've covered that in the video. My persimmons are fat with all the rain. Check out my persimmons, guys. I love persimmons. This tree is loaded. I am going to thoroughly enjoy persimmons this fall. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say now, thank you very much for watching. Oh yeah, by the way, check out my links to Tree Leaf Market for seeds, because you can still plant your fall garden. And guys, you need prepping supplies, so do check out prepwithgreg.com. We got a special, $300 off a 3-month supply of food that lasts 25 years. And if you go to, also you'll find food at 25% off of a 1-month supply. So it's some really good bargains if you go to prepwithgreg.com. If you click on the My Patriot logo, it'll take you on into the website where you don't find those bargains if you go straight to their website. But there's tons of great prepping supplies there. Anyway, thank y'all for watching.